You have 5 minutes to stop and listen to some English, to practice your English listening skills. Everybody has 5 minutes in their day. There are no excuses. So let's get started with today's episode, all about meal deals. Meal deals. Now, this is actually a part of British culture. And yesterday's episode, British culture was mentioned. And I said that I didn't dislike the food. I didn't dislike it. So I do like it. And a meal deal. Okay, so I don't know if meal deals originated in Tesco. So Tesco is a supermarket chain in the UK. It is probably one of the biggest. And they are by far the best at meal deals. Most supermarkets have meal deals, but Tesco's is the best, okay? I think they started them, but I'm not sure. You will have to check that. But anyway, what is a meal deal? So you get a main, a side, and a drink. That's it. So typically, the main will be a sandwich. A side might be some sort of snack, like a packet of crisps, which in American English they call chips, which gets really confusing, but we call them a packet of crisps. And a drink, so, well, it can be whatever you want. Normally, I go for a smoothie. Well, I used to anyway. I used to go for a smoothie. But you get things like energy drinks, smoothies, water. They even have protein shakes nowadays, which is crazy. The world of meal deals has expanded. It's also got a lot more expensive, which I'm very unhappy about. But anyway, that is a topic for another day. So, meal deals. Why am I talking about meal deals? Well, it's a random topic. You have to admit it is a random topic. So, I'm trying to think, what do they have for the mains other than sandwiches? They have different types of sandwiches, like a wrap, and they have like a baguette, a normal sandwich. They even have little pasta pots, which are quite good. They have random other little meals. To be honest, everything is quite processed. So they were designed for people that are very busy and they need a quick lunch. Normally, you have them for lunch. So a cheap way just to have lunch from the supermarket. But now they have developed them a lot, so you can buy lots of different things. So yeah, the mains, I guess, pasta and maybe some rice dishes, that sort of thing. Maybe some sushi. Who knows? Depends where you go. But for a side, as I said, a packet of crisps is most common. You often find some fruit, maybe some grapes, maybe some pineapple, maybe some strawberry, some chunks normally, so pieces of fruit in a little packet, already cut up, already sliced, already diced, ready to eat. And then with drinks, like I said, energy drinks, so like Red Bull, Monster, they're obviously very unhealthy, like Powerade and Gatorade, that sort of thing. Bottles of water, if you don't want anything too fancy. Different milkshakes, again, also unhealthy. Smoothies and fruit juices, a bit more healthy. And yeah, recently protein shakes. What is that about? I will talk about this in another episode actually. But in the UK, supermarkets seem to be very obsessed with protein. I guess nowadays it is very trendy to eat a lot of protein. I think it has become a bit of a buzzword. So everybody likes to talk about protein. It is very trendy. And obviously it is very context dependent. It depends on the context. So you can even go and you can have loads of meat in your sandwich. You can then have a protein bar, like a, I guess like a snack bar, cereal bar, protein bar, and then a protein shake. So you can have like 100 grams of protein in a meal deal, which is crazy, absolutely crazy. Okay, quickly before we finish up, my go-to meal deal. A wrap, definitely a wrap. Sweet and sour chicken, sweet chili chicken, some sort of chicken that is sweet and something wrap. And then, some fruit. And then a smoothie. That is my go-to. That is my favorite. That is what I normally get when I get a meal deal. But like I said, they're very processed and I haven't had one in a long time. So maybe next time I get one, I will update you guys. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching. That is your 5 minutes done. See you tomorrow.